Also this week, NHL trade deadline happened. Not too much happened on the deadline day.
Just the face you made when you were trying to hold that sneeze back.
I was trying to hold my yawn back.
Oh, because it was so strange.
Did we talk about the Shattenkirk trade?
No, we didn't. We talked
That's
a little.
the bigger one.
We talked a little bit about the Strite trade, Mark Strite trade.
No, we didn't. That's what you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Oh.
That Shattenkirk trade's got a fucking novel worth of conditions on it, though.
So yeah.
Washington gets stronger with Shattenkirk. But you want to talk about the Mark Strite trade for some reason.
Because I think it's funny. We haven't seen a move like that happen in like a long time, where Mark Strite got traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning from Philadelphia, and about 20 minutes later, he got traded from Tampa Bay to Pittsburgh. So I think that was kind of funny that you see that much movement in a player in one day.
It's weird you don't see really like three-way trades, because that doesn't even really qualify as a three-way trade, does
No,
it?
it doesn't.
No,
but
they're
like
two separate trades.
Yeah, it's strange you don't see that happen more often.
So yeah, among the Shattenkirk trade being a big name.
That was out of left field. I totally
Yeah.
didn't see Washington being the one in the running.
Really?
Yeah, neither did
I
I.
wasn't surprised when Washington picked him up.
I wasn't surprised, but I just didn't. I was surprised that there was no noise about it.
Did Pittsburgh make their moves before or after?
What moves did they make again, other than straight?
Oh,
They got Ryan Hainsey.
and they got professional practicer Frank Corrado.
Oh yeah, they picked him up. That's right.
Do you think that was a fair trade?
Yeah.
I'm sick of that fun already.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how Lamoriello does it. Just turning so much that was so little.
I just hope Corrado gets his chance somewhere else.
He's not getting a chance in Pittsburgh. He kidding me? They're loaded with D. He's gonna be playing for their farm team, just like with the.
At least he'll be playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, at least he'll be playing.
Half the time he was sitting in the press
That's
box eating the free popcorn.
Um,
I don't know if he was
But
eating
yeah,
popcorn. But
that was a interesting trade. Also, Alex Burrows going to
Got 2 goals in his
Ottawa.
debut.
he
yeah,
has
and all the people talking about him being a garbage can must have fired him up.
A lot of people don't like that trade because they don't like the prospect they gave up.
And then they sign him.
Yeah,
To
to
a
a 2-year
two-year
extension.
extension,
Yeah.
and then Ottawa also moving another.
I like the trade for
Big name.
Stallberg. The Ottawa
Yeah,
made.
yeah.
Oh,
I think that's a good trade.
was that
But
the Lazard-
who was
that
it
wasn't
they
Lazard
traded for
trade, was
Burrows?
it?
No,
No, that was
the Stallberg came from Carolina.
And they traded some guy named Dawson.
That was
prospect?
in the Burrows trade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people hate that because it's like trading the future for
But
a
Ottawa-
36-year-old player.
Yeah. Ottawa making some big trades at the end. Also trading
Montreal.
away Curtis Lazar, their first round pick in 2015,
13.
13.
And Montreal made some moves too, and a lot of
Montreal made a shitload of moves.
a lot of people are saying that it's weird that Montreal went out and acquired Jordy Ben, but the Leafs went out and acquired Boyle,
Yeah.
and you could flip those acquisitions and it fits the needs of both teams better.
Yeah, that's true.
I know we needed a really strong fourth line center, but we need defense more.
I think
But would you want Jordy Ben on the Leafs?
how much
Well-
did Montreal give up for him again?
Greg Pateryn?
And I think a 4th round pick.
Was it Pateryn in that trade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Pateryn.
Patterin, I think he's pronounced his name.
Okay.
But would I want I don't really know much about Jordy Ben. He seems
He's
like
a
a bottom
decent
He
player.
seems like a bottom pairing guy. The only
Which is
thing,
kind
the
of
only
what we
things that
need.
would concern me about Jordy Ben is being like, I don't want to shave my beard.
Yeah. He,
Yeah.
again, also a beardly fellow.
That's what I'm saying. Part of the reason I don't think players are facial hair want to come to the Leafs because I don't want to shave their beard. That's a stupid rule.
Then
Like
why
you
didn't Valtteri Filppula want to come to Toronto?
Probably scared we were going to send him to the Marlies, or he didn't want to play for Babcock again.
Speaking of beards and Filppula, had me thinking about Tampa and Steven Stamkos. Doesn't he look like the fucking, I forget the guy's name in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? He looks like the mountain climber guy when he grows a beard.
Who?
Cornelius, I think his name is.
Yeah, Valtteri Filppula?
No, Steven Stamkos. When he gets that big, it looks like his beard it's so blonde, it always looks frosted by snow.
I could see him saying something about Bumbles.
He seems like he's a mixture of the Cornelius and the little boy elf.
Yeah.
That's what he looks
Oh my
like.
goodness. So other than that, I mean, and Jerome Iginla gets traded from the Colorado Avalanche to the LA Kings.
It's so weird seeing him in a Kings uniform.
I still
don't know why.
I don't. Yeah.
Also, think about
I'm just
this.
trying to think if LA's gonna get into a playoff spot.
Iginla's played for 3 of 4 Stanley Cup winning teams, but without winning the cup on those teams.
That's
The
true.
Kings, the Pens, and the Bruins.
And the only one of the teams that he has tenure with still hasn't reached the
Oh
finals.
yeah. He was with the Flames too, and Colorado.
Wait, have the Flames ever? Flames have cup wins, right?
Oh yeah, they won in
Okay.
'89
That was it. Yeah.
when Dougie Gilmore was on the team.
You're welcome, world.
No, it's more like thank you, fucking Cliff Fletcher for making that deal,
You're
And-
welcome.
and thank you
I
Calgary
guess the
for.
only other really trade of substance was maybe the Thomas Vanek trade to Florida.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
actually. I like that trade out of everything that was done.
Wait. Who? Minnesota picked somebody up too, didn't they?
We already talked about Hansel last week.
Oh right.
Mhm. Oh, and this isn't trade news, but the the comments that Bruce Boudreau made about the kicking in goal.
I
from
thought
Thomas?
that should have counted.
I think it should have too, because there wasn't.
Was that when he was going off about knowing the rule, and then he
Yeah.
said he didn't know what actual dash it was?
He didn't kick it towards the net, and
he
then
kicked it up to
and
him,
then
but
and then the puck went off a defender's skate. I thought it should have counted.
yeah,
It's a stupid rule.
Yeah.
But should we get the week ahead?
Yeah. Sure.
yeah. All right.
So we got the Red Wings, the Flyers, and the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm gonna predict a 3-0 week.
Oh really?
Yeah, the Leafs need it.
They do need it, and they especially need it against.
Detroit, who are one of the worst teams, and I think are the worst team in the East. So I think it's gonna be a close game though. I'm gonna say 4-2 final for the Leafs
4-2 on Tuesday.
on Tuesday. Yeah.
doom and gloom 0-3.
Ooh,
Really?
shit.
Yeah, all close games.
I'm gonna go
We get
2-1
1
and 1.
point.
No.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm going 1-1 and 1.
That's such a Leafy week. 1-1-1. That's something they would probably do.
Yeah, I could see it. But I do see them winning against Detroit. 3-1.
There's been so many times where I've been like, you know what, easy divisional rival or conference rival that we could win,
Mm-hmm.
and we lose. So, I mean, no game is easy at this point, and I'm just done with having expectations of winning.
I think we're gonna outright lose to the Flyers, and that's gonna make me angry.
I think games at home. I still don't think the Flyers are that good. I'm predicting 5-3 victory for the Leafs.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing
So
4-2.
optimistic.
4-2 for the Flyers. Ugh, I feel dirty.
Who scores for the Leafs in that game?
I don't know. I'll say Matthew gets a goal.
Mike Babcock laces him up and takes it upon himself. The game
No,
I
he gets some assists for
Wait,
JVR's goals.
Jamie didn't say a prediction.
Oh, shit.
no, he already said 0-3, but we didn't
Yeah.
get the score
Well, what's the score of that one for you, Jamie?
against the Flyers.
Oh no, I was saying 0-3 for the week. I'm gonna say for Detroit we lose 3-2. Philadelphia we lose 6-3. And then who's lost?
Carolina.
Carolina. Oh, it's really hard for me to say that we're gonna lose that game. So
Carolina, I'm going to say 5-1.
I'm gonna say
For the
You know what?
Leafs?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say 1-2.
And
I'll
since
say we win that game.
since I left the OT or shootout loss till last, I have to say that the Leafs are gonna lose in Carolina.
Wow, I didn't think I'd be the optimistic one.
Yeah, this is like the second time that's happened.
We're coming off a pretty rough week.
I know, that's why I'm thinking they gotta. And they're back. They're back at home for 2 games, but so I'm hoping
Yeah,
a rise.
man, and it just gets tougher as it goes on.
Yeah.
too.
Well, I don't know who we face after that. Oh, then we got
More divisional opponents.
no.
in
Then we
Florida.
got Florida and Tampa Bay to finish.
Yeah.
Those games will be big.
And then we gotta play Chicago, Boston, and Columbus.
And the Chicago one will be the St. Patrick's Day game.
Beauty.
I'm
Love those jerseys.
stoked.
Love those
Yeah, I'm
jerseys. What do you
stoked for
guys
those
think of them?
jerseys. Yeah,
Yeah, I like them.
I would have liked the colors reversed so that the main color would have been like fully green. But I think
I
that's
like
an
the-
away game, right?
No, it's a home game.
No, it's a home game.
Yeah, then it should be the full green jerseys, not like the white and green.
I actually like the difference because I used to like those St. Pat's jerseys. They're some of my favorites, but I actually like the new variation on it. I
Yeah.
just don't like the numbers on the back. That's the thing that gets me. Like, there's a white patch
Mm-hmm.
over the green stripe and then green numbers, but the two patches for the numbers are separated. It looks kind of wonky.
I've only seen the front, so I have to see the back.
Yeah, you'll be thrown off by it. It looks
Mhm.
strange, but I really like one. I like them.
But yeah, no.
So
We
tough
definitely
times.
lose against Chicago.
Well, we'll wait to predict those, but
I don't need to.
tough times coming up.
Um,
Gonna be make or break.
JVR definitely needs to come out in those games. He
He
it's
hasn't
been enough.
scored in over a month now. He hasn't scored since February 4th
Yeah.
when he scored late in that game against Boston.
So it's time for him to come out, and Bozak and both him and Bozak need to get their head out of their ass and start playing like pros.
Honestly, I don't think Marner. What can Marner, Matthews, and Nylander really learn from veterans like Bozak and JVR?
Well, and wasn't there a quote too?
I don't think they can learn anything from
like
them.
Marner-
there was a
they
quote from
They haven't won anything.
there was a quote from somebody, and I think it might have been Babcock, and it's more along the lines of
Oh, I love this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
the kids have come from winning. They know what winning is like in other leagues
Yeah.
and their other positions, but the veterans on this team, they don't. They know shitting the bed.
That I'll agree with him on.
Mm-hmm.
It's the veterans I'm worried about, not the rookies.
Yeah, I think that honestly that's what it is, and
And so far, it's been full throttle.
yeah. Well, with the addition of Matt Humwick, I mean, pedal to the metal.
Well, no, I'm talking about the guys who've been here.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
JVR, Komarov, Kadri, Gardner. I won't put Riley in that because he wasn't there for the Game 7 collapse.
Mm-hmm.
But
This is such a gross way to do the schedule.
you want to get to it, I'm guessing you want to get the Raptors.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking we got about.
Oh,
15.
actually, I do have one question.
Oh, should we put up the poll? Talk
Oh
about the
yeah,
poll?
yeah.
I
Go
do
for it.
actually have one question. What do you believe the Leafs playoff chances are after that last week?
47%.
47%?
Yeah.
How about you, Bryson?
51.
We're not making the playoffs.
So is that a hard 0?
That's a hard no.
Wow. No faith.
Hey, the Islanders are losing right now.
No faith.
I still got a little, despite what my tweets say.
All right,
so we can review. Raptors ended up beating the Knicks. DeRozan got a
I said
last-minute shot. I said they won that game.
3-1. I remember that much, and I went 2-2.
I think
both-
I said 3-1 too.
Yeah, me and Brennan both said 3-1 for the same reasons.
Oh, but they went 2-2, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
because they lost against Milwaukee, which I don't understand. But yeah, so Raptors head into New York to face the Knicks, or was that game at home?
It was in New York.
Yeah.
What was the score up until the point where
Honestly, I just started watching the fourth quarter of that game because I got home from a movie. But
mhm.
It was a close game. We won 92-91.
Oh yeah, they just made that.
DeMar with
Yeah,
the buzzer
DeMar.
beater.
Yeah.
Then we lose in DC.
No, that
we
was in
lost
Toronto.
here.
Mm-hmm.
that was a tough game to watch. That
Yeah.
9-point loss. That's not reflective of how the game was.
No,
Yeah.
it was closer than that.
No,
No.
Oh,
No.
all those points the Raptors got was like garbage time.
Oh.
All the
Yeah.
starters were out of the game.
oh okay.
They
Like, that should be like a 19-point loss.
they weren't.
Okay,
yeah,
so it's like getting that last goal.
they were not
in
playing
a hockey
well at
yeah.
all.
That score is generous.
And but we do get the win.
Yeah, I was impressed. They had a big lead. They bent, but they didn't break, and ended up winning by 8 points.
Oh my God! 18 turnovers.
Was it? They
18 turnovers.
Wow.
Washington's a good team at home. I'm not gonna be too negative about that.
Isn't
'cause
there?
Wait,
There's a
but
possibility we
see-
could end up facing them in the playoffs, isn't there?
Well, yes, but
maybe in the second round?
you look at a
Well,
game like that
yeah,
though.
Okay.
23, like the lead that the Raptors gave up. 23 second chance points. The
Yeah.
Raptors had a 19-point lead.
Hey, but they ended up winning by how many points? Ended up winning?
Not much. I
8?
think
Hey.
7.
Teams are gonna make their run in basketball.
Yeah.
I think it's a good one.
Are you guys really worried without Lowry for the remainder of the season?
A little.
I hear he might get into a couple of games before
Yeah,
playoffs.
I'm a little worried in terms of seeding, and I'm not obviously not in terms of seeding for the playoffs. I'm a little worried. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But I guess he could come back and like really reinvigorate the team and go on a run. But it seems like
Yeah, but what doesn't really make a difference? He only comes back for the last 2 regular season games.
yeah.
I'm only like
I was talking playoffs though.
I'm only really worried because Corey Joseph hasn't really found his rhythm yet, and like hasn't been a suitable replacement or seemingly suitable replacement for Lowry since he's been taking over that his spot. I'd like to see a little bit more from him. A little bit.
Lowry should not have played in the All-Star game. Fucking bullshit.
Well, no one really.
Not even a hardcore basketball fan, and I'm still calling foul on that one.
No one. I don't think anybody really knew, and it was probably really hard to call.
Yeah, I know. Injuries can go from nothing to something really quickly, but it's horrible looking.
Yeah.
It's a horrible look. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
But yeah, I think we need to get a little bit more out of Corey Joseph.
So we got a few games.
We lost against Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
Definitely winnable game last night in my opinion.
Coming off the second of a back-to-back, Milwaukee's a decent.
Well, we
team
have a
even in the
winning record against Milwaukee this year.
Let's see.
I can't.
It doesn't say what the season series is.
No. It
Well,
says for the ones we haven't faced, but
I don't want to get too much. I would just rather just get into the week ahead now.
yeah. So we got games against the Pelicans, the Atlanta Hawks, and the Miami Heat. Wow, they're all 8 p.m. starts.
Pelicans game will be tough. Davis and Cousins.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of 3, what you're saying?
I'm gonna say they go 2-1.
Do you think they're gonna lose? You think it's more likely that they're gonna lose to the Pelicans over the Hawks?
Yeah.
I think I could see them losing to the Heat.
No, I see us winning against the Heat.
Yeah, but
and
the
I
whole
see us
thing
winning
is-
against the Pelicans.
As soon as you go, no, that's when it happens. That's when you lose to a team.
I think we're gonna go 3-0.
I think we're gonna go 2-1.
And I'm just gonna hit out the round of possibilities here and say we're going 1-2.
Well,
I think we're winning against Atlanta, and that's it.
no, I think we win against
I don't know
the
why I'm so
Pelicans. I
negative.
think we win against Atlanta, and I think we win against Miami. Hands down, we win against Miami for sure.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely beat Miami.
I don't want to be right. I'll say that. I would rather them win.
Chris Bosh, you made a bad decision.
Yeah, I
but
also hope you're wrong for your Leaf predictions.
I know, but I feel like I'm just being realistic. I'm not even panicking.
dude,
1-1 and
realistic
1,
is
like you
3
said, is a
is
leafy
0
finish.
3 or 2-1 or 1-2.
1-2.
Jesus Christ, you said like every possibility.
I know
there.
it's realistic is 1-2.
All right, we're
I
That's
actually
not,
what
think
I
the
meant to
realistic
say.
is probably the 1-1-1.
Yeah.
That's just so leafy.
yeah. It's exactly what we would do.
And where are the Raptors sitting in the standings right now?
Right between, I don't fucking know, and we're gonna find out.
I think they're 4th in the East.
They are.
That's
Yep.
the division.
No, that's.
Oh,
the
that's
East.
conference. Sorry.
Yeah. They don't
So
do
the-
things so
so
goofily.
If
And
the playoffs started today, we face Atlanta.
Oh, it's not bad. I'd take that.
And so would I.
Um,
And how many games were back in Washington? Oh, just a half game back in Washington.
yeah, so we could still shimmy our way up.
Oh, but then if we faced the Bulls first round,
Oh.
they've beaten us like 12 straight times in the regular
Oh.
season.
Well, that's not playoffs
Doubles.
though.
Still,
Doesn't carry over.
Chicago could beat us in the playoffs.
Yeah.
so moving on from basketball, the Toronto Football Club started their season the other day.
Just fucking early.
Just an FYI, if no one else heard.
I hardly knew about
Seriously, this is the sort of thing that it comes up in conversation. Like one person says it, and they go, "Fucking really? Oh, holy shit! Okay, yeah." It happened to me on the weekend. Somebody was like, "TFC is starting." No.
So that's
it. I think they had a draw against Salt Lake City.
yep.
No idea.
I think it'll be interesting to see them play this season. See how they respond.
Oh, did you guys see their wall of honor?
No.
It's actually pretty cool. I like it.
Also, in other big news, Jay and Dan confirmed.
That was probably the biggest trade of the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Acquisition.
Coming back to TSN for was their thing is called Sports Center, right?
Oh, these are current players.
Yeah.
Oh no, some of them are. Sorry, some of them aren't.
So they have this, and this is a big red wall.
Why is Jingle there twice?
Some of them are for all-stars, and some of them are for different reasons. And then they have some team accomplishments too. I think there's one for.
Oh, that's cool.
And where is this located?
This is right on the wall outside. You know the main gates at BMO.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty cool to put that up because it's a way of immortalizing.
Yeah, it's kind of like
single
Legends
achievements,
Row.
and this wall is huge. There's so much room for other achievements, so much room for activities.
They're expecting a championship this year.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Well, and I guess they put it in because it's the 10th season.
But the reason why, I guess, no one's really talking about TFC because the Leafs are still playing, the Raptors are still playing, Blue Jays just started spring training.
Yeah.
Here comes the Toronto sports bubble about to pop?
Oh no.
It's just the
Is that
Argos.
Steve Harvey.
So
yes, it is.
Also,
Sorry, you want to talk about Jane Dan?
yeah, Jane Dan, but also Wayne and Daryl from Letterkenny made an appearance on Trade Center too as well.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That
funny.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that one of the guys who took their shirt off?
No, that was
No,
Riley and Jonesy.
that was- yeah.
Oh,
Those are the hockey players.
Yeah.
We need to get you into that show still.
I didn't see that one. I really want to see that one though.
I only saw like a brief clip of it, but you can tell at this point they're so fucking tired of doing Trade Center that they have to do.
honestly,
Yeah.
I'm actually glad you brought this up. Starting next year, they really gotta start it like at noon, like a
Yeah.
3-hour show. Why do you start it so early? No trades happen 8 o'clock. That's fucking 5.
Well, they used to.
That's 5 a.m. on the West Coast.
Yeah.
They
Teams, nobody.
GMs are still sleeping probably.
Yeah.
They should only. You know what they should do? Since
They
based
started,
on-
they started at noon.
They should just no. They should have like an hour segment from when like a major trade starts, like a month before.
Okay, here's when.
Hour a segment a day. They just recap all the trades, all the possible trades.
Well,
Move on.
Trade Center and like any Trade Center thing that goes all day is so fucking outdated at this point because in the time that it started, it used to be really great and I would look forward to watching it because we didn't have Twitter.
Yeah.
We didn't have a thing we could go, boop,
Yeah.
oh, there's a trade.
Yeah.
Half the time we know about a potential trade just by like rumors.
I fell asleep during the trade deadline.
Yeah,
couldn't
like I
keep me awake.
I slept through a lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of it. And I didn't care. Like it's not what it used to be. We get information so quickly that having a show on for like nearly 12 hours
Then
isn't a good thing.
I woke up and I saw like the trades that have happened so far, and I saw the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And I was like, Eric Fair, and I went back to sleep.
I can see that.
I was like, oh, do we get a defenseman?
Yeah, and it's like everybody kind of wants that huge splash like we had
oh,
back
last
in the
year,
summer. Like the 23 minutes of fucking chaos.
That was just.
Pack your
That might
shit,
never
get out.
happen again.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's ever going to happen again. That kind of.
God,
No.
I was fucking channeling my inner Mike Commodore towards Babcock. God.
What?
Huh?
Just the rage the other night.
Oh.
He's been pretty. Oh, we didn't get to the poll.
Oh yeah.
You
So
got
that's actually what I was gonna say next.
good one. Go for it.
Oh, it's Jamie's poll. He can talk. You can talk about it. if you
Oh,
want.
so for this week's poll, it was inspired by Brennan's rage, like most polls are.
Brendan going Commodore.
Um,
Going Commodore.
so based on his performance this season, what would you rate Mike Babcock's performance?
Letter grade.
And we're
Letter
gonna s-
grade.
And we're going to say what? A, B, C, or D?
Yeah.
D's the lowest you can get? Because like, no, we would never even vote
Mm.
F.
Maybe should we even
No.
do D? Just do A, B,
No,
C?
let's do D to see if
Okay.
anybody's pissed.
Okay.
Like if
Yeah.
anybody's real pissed.
Okay, because that's what probably D is. Really pissed.
D,
Yeah.
I would say, is when they start chanting "Fire Babcock."
Yeah. Well, no, I think F. F is when they start. I mean, that's what happened with Randy Carlisle, and
So,
he's making the same mistakes in Anaheim.
Fuck, Randy Carlisle beat us 2 times this year.
so just really quickly, what are your selections? We only got a little bit of time, so just
What's
I'm
my-
gonna say C.
you're gonna say C, and you're
Yeah.
gonna say
Like a C plus, but we can't do the plus. So yeah, I know. I'll say C.
I'll be the lone positive one here and say B. I'm not all that angry with him.
I think he just he's so against doing anything for like the benefit of the media that he's not seeing straight. He's like so ingrained in his own thing. That's why that he's not willing